introducing to you first, about to make his way to the blue corner of the ring and representing Origins Dublin. Please welcome Harry Braham. And now, ladies and gentlemen, about to make his way to the red corner of the ring, representing Academy 1. Please welcome Jack Murphy.
75-kilo amateur Muay Thai action. Jack Murphy in the red corner representing Academy 1, taking on Harry Braham in the blue corner representing Origins Dublin.
I said one thing I noticed when we seen Murphy step over the ropes there, I don't know if people at home seen it, he actually cleared the top rope by stepping over, probably by anyone we've seen so far, which would show a possible level of flexibility. So I'm interested to see now, he cleared that top rope when he stepped over. I would say kicking is a strong part of his game, especially again looking at the amount to take well on both fighters, but it'll be interesting to see what Murphy does now with that flexibility.
Big old legs on Murphy. It'll be interesting to see how quickly he utilizes the kicking game.
A lot of facial expressions, but unfortunately don't score in time. Southpaw unorthodox. Braham has a great defense, great checking as a southpaw, great rear leg checking. He tried to get teep off, he's using the right technique, just the timing just needs to be sharpened up a little bit. Oh, side kick. There's definitely an influence of another martial art, definitely.
Nice little cross check there from Braham. Oh, eats a big straight right down the middle though. Nice use of the teep there to re-establish distance.
Yeah, I like to see weapons like that used at the appropriate time. It's either defensive or unless you're a really 1%er on kicking and you're very explosive, you attack with it. And I think too many people attack with the teep and they don't have the effect, and they're surprised when the judges don't rack them scores up.
Nice little bit of lateral movement there from Braham to get himself out of the corner.
Again, we see the two styles here, that Thai style, gloves facing out versus a side on. Obviously, again, another multidisciplinary martial artist. Great to see that mixture of skills, but definitely a contrast in styles.
I'm not sure if it's the particular fighting style of Murphy, but he has almost like an unpredictable, almost jittery approach that it makes him very hard to read for his opponent.
Well, the way he just kind of profiled himself there when he threw that side kick. So in Thai boxing we have something similar called a side teep, but it's very different looking to that. So see the way he's crunching that knee up, that would tell me he possibly has a points fighting background in kickboxing, where you go power side forward and you throw it in really kind of claustrophobic spaces to score a point, but not necessarily a full contact shot. But that's why people like that are dangerous, because you can get a leg up that fast. But Murphy, just as you said, that power, he seems to load up his shots, he keeps his distance. You've seen him doubling up a low and a body kick. I'd love to see more of that. More of that, well, that's what will clock up a scoring for a win. Again, great movement, great awareness.
Very quick lead kick there. Does he get the trip?
Nice throw.
Murphy almost took most of that trip on the face there. Good solid teep again from Murphy. From Harry Braham.
Murphy definitely a pressure fighter, going forward and keeping it simple, which is good, especially when someone moves quite a lot like that. They're unknown quantities. You got to keep it simple, basic, and get respect one shot at a time and stop them bouncing around. Again, I've been on the other end of this. I fought Raymond Daniels and he was very difficult to figure out with his movement. Great counter cross.
I would like to see Murphy fall when he almost threw the kick as a feint to elicit that reaction, but then follow up with something. Because when he's throwing those single shots, it's giving Braham time to settle.
Yeah, I would call this in the gym, I'd call this 1 in 3. The fighter has to be the first and the last. If they concede that second shot, they have to be the last one. And it's a mentality. It's something that, again, has to be practiced. You're not going to miracle up a habit in the middle of a match. This is why I think when we see fighters, and more so when it gets to professional and high-end amateurs, when we see fighters in rounds 1 and 2, we see the style of fighter, who that fighter thinks they are, and in the last round, we see who the fighter actually is. We see the facade fall off, and we see how much work was done. Again, another unorthodox but effective push them back, side kick off the back leg.
A little bit of gamesmanship coming in now from Braham. Murphy can't allow himself to get frustrated and make a mistake.
Yeah, we definitely see Braham throwing that question mark kick there a second ago. And he also threw a front hook kick. I have not seen one of them since my red tag grading in Taekwondo many years ago, but they are very effective.
Marker of the fighter they are today.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes that's not even purposeful. That's just being an amateur.
Yeah, that's just evolution. Big shot from Murphy right away. I would have liked to see Murphy keep Braham in that corner. He took a step back and almost invited this space to work into for Braham.
Absolutely.
Very light on his feet is Harry.
What we would call a tatami fighter, a mat fighter. He definitely has a background or an origin story on the mats in a arguably maybe a kickboxing or a karate aspect.
Thought about that leaping side kick.
Again, when it comes to a sport, nice spinning kick, when it comes to a sport where we need effect, a lot of them pushing techniques won't do as much damage as he thinks they will. He's going to have to show effect and start pushing his opponent back.
A lot of cross-checking from Braham coming from that southpaw stance, but one thing I've noticed when he throws that leaping switch kick or that leaping front kick, there's a moment where his feet are together.
Exactly,
if Murphy can get the timing on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another very distinguishable factor of maybe not originating, pardon the pun, originating from Thai boxing, coming from a different martial art. That kind of high jump switch is synonymous with other martial arts. Unless he does something afterwards with it, it's not going to have effect. Again, I do like that unorthodoxness style, but again, the judges will be looking for solid techniques.
As we've seen in earlier fights, the solid technique, the more specific Thai-oriented technique does seem to win the day.
Yeah. Because what we're trying to do is create a pathway for amateurs into pro where we have to start with effect. Now, what the judges may look at is volume as well, or more so with kids and juniors. They may take volume into account a little bit more.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. They put on a great show for us. After 3 rounds, we go to judges' scorecards. This one was so tight, ladies and gentlemen. They scored